Thank you, how are you, my friend? Here today, I have to sing you a very nice song, special song, Gia Sole dal Ganche, without the trick, this time, yes, without the trick. Alone. And later, I will tell you my story. Very nice, your photo with your mom yesterday that you put, yes. Yesterday in Australia you were, very nice photo, yes, very touching photo, with lot of affection, yes, that you were telling with your mom. Great, yes, each other. I wrote you the dedication, and later I will read the dedication. I will be read the dedication to you, yes. And another dedication that I should have read you, yes, before a few weeks ago. Okay, I'll start with a song, yes, and later I will tell you my story. All this week I dedicate you very nice. I dedicated to you very nice things. Yes, the salmon fish stew that I sent it to you, so delicious. Yes, the salmon fish stew. Yes, my friend. Okay, I'm starting now. The Gialsole dal Ganche. Gira il sole dalle gance, gira il sole dal gance, più chiaro sfavilla, più chiaro sfavilla, più chiaro sfavilla. E tre giorni stilla dell'alba che piange, dell'alba che piange, dell'alba che piange, dell'alba che piange. Gia il sole dalle gance, gia il sole dal gance, più chiaro sfavilla, più chiaro sfavilla, più chiaro sfavilla. Col raggio dorato, in gemma ogni stello, in gemma ogni stello, in gemma ogni stello. E gli astri del cielo dipinge nel prato, dipinge nel prato, dipinge nel prato, dipinge nel prato. Con il raggio dorato, in gemma ogni stello, in gemma ogni stello, in gemma ogni stello. Beautiful song. In gemma ogni stello is the final lyric. For example, in gemma ogni stello, in gemma ogni stello, in gemma ogni stello. Beautiful song, is my best song that I have sung, yes. Gia il sole dal Ganche, this beautiful, astonishing Italian canzonetta, yes, with your voice, Sue, this together, this beautiful song together we will sing, we will be sung together one day beside me, yes, Gia il sole dal Ganche. I will hold you from your arm, yes, from your elbow over here. I will put my hand, and you will put your hand to my elbow over here. I said correct. elbow, yes. And to sing together, you my friend, yes. In the end, we will be sung together. In Gemma, ogni stella, in Gemma, ogni stella. With our beautiful voices, yes, with your Lovable little boy, Melody, yes, with your laugh, Melody. I know that the biggest laugh, the biggest laugh of your life is Melody. Yes, my friend. Yes, you are feeling too much affection and sympathy to me. I have understood, except from metaphysical things, how mystical. The logic says, why not? Why not? The logic says, I'm very wise man. Yes, I'm thinking sometimes, and all the time, and sometimes wisely. Yes, and yes, all this I had suspected. Yes, with my logic, with my intuition, with my generally, and with my metaphysical mind. Yes, I'm very intuitive. I'm very smart. I'm very clever. I sophisticate things. Metaphysical things I sophisticate. I'm very clever, smart, very intuitive person, metaphysical person, and very wise person. Yes, my life. Yes, all these things are virtues, gifts that the Mother Nature and the God, of course, and the universe gave to me, yes, my friend. And I'm feeling that you love me so much, that you are feeling strong sympathy for me. Yes, you have mixed feelings and love feelings and friendly feelings. Yes, and brotherly feelings you have. Yes, and you are very. You have ties on me. You're very close. Your mental, your mind to me. Yes, and you have, and of course, and you are in love with me. Yes, my friend. So I call it the same. I'm in love with you. Yes, you have a lot of mixed feelings. Yes, a lot of times. You're feeling inside you these feelings. You have and brotherly feelings and friendly feelings you have for me and love feelings, erotic feelings, yes. So do I have mixed feelings. Do you think that all the time my mind with you is only with erotic things? I have mixed feelings, yes, and friendly feelings and brotherly feelings. Exactly equally the same like you. I have and brotherly feelings, yes. And friendly and love feelings and erotic feelings. Yes, my friend. Yes. Brunette song is Jason Dalganche. So beautiful song, yes, that I have ever sung to you. Yes. Now the dedication too. Before the dedication, I believe that you love the mountain in China, yesterday, the panorama, as I sent it to you. Panorama to ship, I forgot the word, yes. I have over here the card from 2012, yes. I bought it, I remember, before 2 weeks to go in Rome. Then you remember when I told you that I wanted to go in Rome to meet my friend Steven then. Yes, and I bought for myself, not for Rome for the trip. No, a card for me to have it. Yes, I went and to my friend Stephen then to give to him this concrete card, but I couldn't find a double card, only one. Yes, and I had dedicated for myself. Yes, and to you I wanted to send you this kind of card, but I cannot find another. Yes, the mountain. Yes, is a mountain in China and Tibet. Yes, the sunset is sacred area place. The sunset has been reflected on the mountain hue. Yes, over here, so beautiful, astonishing, fantastic. Yes, and is sacred mountain Tushita. What is right now over here? Hold down a little. Kailash. Yes. Kailash. Hold on a little too. If to find it. Yes. Kailash. Yes, Kailash. Now it's been reflecting in my eyes the light from my mobile home. Yes, and I cannot see very well because the letters is very small. Yes, they wrote it very small. The letters over here. Very nice card. Beautiful. Together I want to go with you. This is my biggest dream that I wrote to you yesterday, to my friend. Yes. Beautiful card, yes. Yes, the dedication. I will read to you the dedication when you will explain the story. Hugh, in my Facebook page we have 71 likes. When you will be pressed inside the community of my Facebook page, over there, I'm writing to you dedication subjects. Yes, you will find dedications for you, yes, and to my Twitter account, yes. And I'm sending to you the dedications in your Facebook page in the point of mentions. Over there, you will find my dedications. Yes, you know, I have chosen a lot of points in my Facebook page, my Twitter, and your Facebook page. I'm writing the dedications. Yes, to be distinct from everywhere, my friend. Okay, I'm reading to you the dedication. My beloved friend Hugh, with your astonishing temperament, and your temperament. Hold on a little to see. Your great talent in the cookery, yes. Not only you can't be chef in the airplane, but you can realize your dream everywhere. Fascinating your video inside the second space with the same beside you and the same behind you. And the correct pronunciation is no behind. I have heard you, I have listened to you, that you are pronouncing, the word, the adverb, note behind, be, behind you, yes, English pronunciation, English, Australian pronunciation, yes, and I have learned, and from you, some words that I'm pronouncing, yes, intentionally. I'm just only, I want to play the role that I am an Australian man, like you my friend. Yes. So, there's a reason. Now, you saw it. So, in America, they are not pronouncing so. It's much more heavy, with heavy voice. They pronounce it so. Yeah, my friend, very good actor. You're great. Okay, I'm going ahead. Hold on. Fascinating your video inside the summer place of your house, your beautiful house. I wrote you house that you recount the very nice story of the cookery inside the airplane. Includes me in such degree in order to English pronunciation, in order to realize the source by all these things. In this story, as reciprocation of your mutual feelings that you're feeling for me, your mutual feelings to my personality. So do I. I have loved you much more than ever, you my friend, and American pronunciation than ever. Yes. But I prefer to pronounce it than ever. Yes, I like English pronunciation, you my friend, much more. Okay, this is the dedication that I read to you. The other is your mom Grace, yes, and give to her and my best regards. And this is where the reciprocation, because I told you then, when I dedicated you the video, I put the other video when I showed on June, when I told to you that your mom, she demands from me to become vegetarian, yes. Do you know, I have another, all this time, from 2018, I have another inspiration for your mom. Sometimes you're asking her, you're making questions about me. My knowledge, how you are saying my knowledge? And your mom, Grace, she's thinking for a few seconds and she's answering you. Manuel is very good man, very smart, clever, and he's an dreamer. With a good man, and she told, yes, that I'm dreaming, I have dreams, yes. Generally, the scorpions, they are sad, they characterize somebody that is dreamer, because if somebody is very high-spirited, very with hopes, this person, yeah, he's dreamer, yes. And Stephen, on Facebook page, then we had the acquaintance, he wrote me, beautiful dreams you had in your life, this is very good. He wrote me. Stephen, he's Scorpion, he's not just terrible, yes. And your mom, and I suspected, and his mother, she has told this thing that I am dreamer, yes. Very good dreamer, with a good meaning, yes. Yes, I am dreamer, yes, I'm dreamer, I love the dreams, yes. The Greek word of dreamer, because I'm teaching you in Greek, is dreamer, oniropoulos, or oniropagmenos. Yes. Do you know something here? If we have, how can I say, if we don't have dreams in our lives, we are lost. Yes, our dreams is a comfort for us. The dreams could be true one day in the future. Yes, we're expecting the fulfillment of our dreams to become true. Yes, we want to fulfill our dreams. Yes, and your mom, she's telling to you that I'm dreamer. Yes, with very good, of course, intention. Yes, very good intention. Yes, and she's laughing with you. She's laughing oneself helpless with you. Yes, my always is dreamer. I will make you vegetarian and always when you come over here. If I will be met you one day in the future. Your mom, she's telling to you. Yes. Dreamer, my always is dreamer. Yes, this metaphysical inspiration I have. Then influenced me this thing that Stephen wrote to me. He then wrote to me then his Facebook page with private messages. He wrote to me that I have very good dreams in my life. He didn't tell me that I am dreamer. I have very good dreams. Perhaps this thing he meant. But I have very good dreams in my life, and it's very good, man, always, that you are living with your dreams. This thing Stephen told me. But your mom, yes, sometimes she's telling to you this thing. Yes, I'm a very good dreamer, my friend, and you're answering to your mom. Man, always is very smart and clever. What dreamer that you are saying me? Yes, and your mom, she's answering you. Of course, he's very smart and clever. He is clever, of course. He's very metaphysical boy. He is, man, always. Your mom, she's metaphysical woman. Generally, all the scorpions, they are. Yes. Yes, the highest percent is, how can I say, a metaphysical person. Yes. Okay, the other dedication I want to read to you, Hugh. My beloved friend Hugh, and with your astonishing and no, this isn't this. I confused you. Hold on, little to find it. No, this isn't this. It's this. You next time, because I lost it. I don't know where I wrote it. Because I wrote you that for 7 minutes I wrote you the dedication. Yes, very nice dedication with your mom that you have understanding each other. I wrote you the love. Yes. I should have wrote you that dominates the love and the understanding, yes, the affection, yes. I then wrote you that dominates, yes, but there is, I think I wrote you, yes. Actually, Mr. Halji, Mr. Oracle proves this thing, yes, I wrote you, yes. You are very good friends with your mom, so do I with my lovable parents, Christos and Maria, yes. My lovable dad, Christos, and my lovable mom, Maria. That fortunately, they are gone. They have gone. They are not in life. Unfortunately, my parents, you. Yes, I'm saying this thing to you and I'm feeling an emotions. I'm very emotional. I'm very emotionally touched, yes, with my parents. My dad, yes. And this week was very tough for me, hard, very hard. It was, you know. Yes. Do you think that I had this week disappointment with you that about this idea that you don't love me and you have bored No, this I have removed from my mind these things, and that I told you about the Satan, the influence, the negativity, that the Satan with his sorcery, he was trying to cast a spell inside my mind to influence me negativity for you, that you don't love me, you have bored with me, that he's putting inside me ideas that I will be died in 2 years from now. Yes, all these things, demonic things were. Yes, the Satan was trying to cast spells, demonic spells, on my aura, inside, on my bioenergy inside my mind. Yes, I removed all these things. No, I don't have this. I'm a new person. Yes, I don't have these ideas. Neither that I will be died very soon, and neither that you have bored about me. But I have the ideas. I'm feeling nostalgia. My dad is missing to me. Yes, and this could be demonic energy. That just because the evil spirit is bringing to my mind my dad to be, and because he's rejoicing to be all the time very sad and to cry, the demon. Yes, this I have suspected. Yes, but it's my father, I guess. It's but the demon is trying to worsen my nostalgia. He's trying with his energy. Yes, it's put into my mind. It's because I'm saying to myself that I cannot live that without you. I'm seeing his photo, I'm holding his photo, his metaphysical photo. I cannot live without you. This idea is getting in my mind, and I have understood that the demon is putting this, the Satan is putting this idea inside my mind, that to believe, to have this hallucination, this illusion, that without my dad I cannot live in this society. Yes. He has a lot of legs, the demon, unfortunately. He has a lot of legs, unfortunately. Yes, and on Saturday, before 4 days from now, 4 days ago, I cried with sobs. Yes, in the midday, on Saturday, 4 days ago, with sobs and strongly. Yes, you, unfortunately. I'm so sorry, I'm making you to feel very sad about me. Yes, it's the previous times I had another thought that you have bored with me. It wasn't, of course, true. Yes, Mr. Haji confirmed me. And the logic says, now it's getting to me another ideas. I'm feeling nostalgia for my dad, yes. I don't have the power to go in Brahati, no. And to go in his grave, and in that moment, to feel him inside the grave, that he's dead, his body. I cannot bear this thing, and so that's the reason. And then June, when I went, the things got worse with me. I was feeling much more sad. The other person, they cannot understand you. Other persons, they are saying, why my nose is not coming over here in Brahati. He left his house. If you are out at the dance, you are saying, you know to say a lot of songs. This means that metaphorical meaning, ancient proverbs. Dance symbolizes the problem. If you don't have the problem, if you are not inside the circle of the problem, you're out of the circle. I'm explaining you right now. If you're out of the circle, you know a lot of songs to say. You know a lot of things, silly things to say, to be instructive to somebody else. Why you don't go over there? Because the other persons, the other humans, they cannot feel you. Yes, it's difficult for them. Yes, they are out of the dance. They are out of the problem. This I mean out of the dance. The dance symbolizes the problem. Yes, and they know a lot of songs to say. The song symbolizes the silly things, the silly words, the silly ideas. Yes, that they are saying. Yes, and bullshit. Yeah, this I mean. Yes, these things I'm suspecting that although that I'm not going Drahati, generally and over here in Athens and in the church over here, yes, and generally all the people inside my village in Drahati, they are saying this thing. Yes, the logic says this thing. Why my nose is not coming over here? What he's doing in Athens? Other persons they are saying. Yes. Do you know what I'm expecting? A lot of persons they are expecting that I have found a boyfriend over here. If I would have found a boyfriend, a steady, I mean boyfriend, steady in Greek means gomenos in Greek. If I would have found a steady, I wouldn't have the souls and the sadnesses. I would have a support in my life, but I don't want nobody in my life. No, nobody from men generally. Only you I want, you my friend. But it's too difficult. You're so accomplished man with big reputation, and you're too far away, and it's impossible this thing. But when I'm talking to you, I'm feeling comfort. Metaphysically, I'm feeling that you are comforting me. Yes, you comfort me. Yes, metaphysically. And whenever I'm seeing your photos are speaking to me metaphysically, because your soul is hiding inside the theater, your theater, although either you are dead or either you are alive. Your soul exists inside your theater and you are alive. I was explaining you before 1 month this metaphysical thing, that the theater never loses her life. Yes, you, my friend, these things I want to tell you, yes, I'm at a loss with my trip, my journey in Ireland. I'm feeling embarrassment. I'm at a loss. I must go or not. I'm in dilemma. If I don't know what I must do, yes, I'm thinking hard. I have concentrated very hard, and I'm thinking. Yes, if I will go over there, I believe 95%, 94% that I don't have benefit. I will be explaining to you because if they would be hired me and appointed me over there, for example, in a restaurant, I don't have benefit because we will have lockdown, and the fourth lockdown with a pandemic, and the restaurant will be closed. And after, if I will not be able to find another job, another supermarket or in another restaurant, because all the restaurants will be closed, I must return back to my country and to not pay the rent in my hotel, because the rent is I have found it the cheapest, the much more cheap price and compare with the other hotels. 1,050 euros is, but if it will be closed, the restaurant or the cafeteria, the bar, and I'm not be able to find another job, I must return back. And how I will be returned back? The borders, the Irish borders will be closed, and the Greek borders, equally exactly the same, will be closed. How? The problem is the pandemic. If there wasn't a pandemic, the risk would be from low until medium. Now the risk is not very high. It's very high, the risk. And supermarket, if they will be hired me, you will be answered to me, my knowledge, and how you know that they will be hired you. I don't know you. I'm not God. Yes, it's to take a risk. Yes. And if I knew it, that they will not be hired me, they will not be fired me, I would have gone. I would have made the trip. Yes. And very high the risk. There is another reason that is very high the risk. I had a little fear that I will be infected in this virus, this influenza. I will have exactly the same things like Prague. You remember H1N1, the influenza of the pig that I was infected from Social Security from here. But during my trip inside the plane, I increased fever and very strong cold. Yes. Very strong. But I'm afraid that I will have exactly the same thing. Like that, yes. Not inside the plane, after, in the hotel, because the virus load in the hotel is very, you will tell me that they disinfect everything, but you never know. Yes. The bed that I will lie down, they have cleaned up their sheets. Yes. But anyway, this isn't the problem only the pandemic. I have little fear about this. And my fear is much more that I will reach the zero. I will lose all my money, and finally I will not succeed anything over there. I will not. I will be not made anything. Yes. If I had the ability to return back, I would have made the trip, the journey. But the problem is, if they will be fired me, what I will do? I will be obligated to stay over there to pay per month 1,050 euros, or during the autumn and the winter, they will be increased the price, yes, the rent, the value, perhaps, and not perhaps, it's absolute, this thing, in logic. They will do this thing. And in 4 months and 5 months, my money will be finished, and I will reach I will be reached the zero. And I will be ended up to be an Irish beggar. Who knows? Yes. To sleep with the beggars in private rooms. I don't think that way. I don't want to think that way, you my friend. Another reason is, when I will go over there is, in the other case, we will see you, we will take on the other side. Yes, we must think on the other side. If I will go over there, perhaps there isn't this possibility to not find work. To go to the supermarket and will tell me, give to us, resume your biography. To read my biography, yes, we cannot hire you, recruit you, unfortunately. In one supermarket the same things, in the other supermarket the same things, and the other supermarket the same things, in the restaurant exactly it was the same like here in Greece. And in restaurants I went, I told to them that I'm very good chef, a professional, but I know I possess things. I wear. We are full, mister. We are full, we are full, we are full. We are completed, unfortunately. All these things, all these cracks, I was listening from them, too. Yes, and exactly the same thing I will be listening over there in Ireland. I'm afraid. And if I wouldn't have found a huge job, only 1 month or 3 weeks, I would be stayed over there. Yes, because it's all well, but I would have lost 1,000 euros, 1,300 euros. I would have lost for 1 month. It's too expensive, the life, the society over there, yes. And I don't want you, for just only for fun, to lose 1,300 euros. Because if I had money, 33,000 euros, I would have taken the risk. Okay, I would have said to my conscience, okay, if they would be hired me, I would stay. We have lockdown. I have blocked over here. I will stay 6-7 months. I will lose 10,000 euros, and from 33 euros, I will have, when I will be returned back to my country, Greece, I will have 22 euros or 21 euros, 22,000 euros. But I don't have 33,000 euros. I have much more little money. Yes, unfortunately. Some persons, they believe that I'm secretly rich man. No, that I have 100 euros. No, of course not. Of course not. One person, one woman, she was telling me in the church that you have, I believe, in according to my opinion, that you have 100,000 euros. And I answered to her, your mind is working very well or not. If I would have all this kind of money, I wouldn't have wanted to travel in Ireland. Yes, a lot of persons, but this woman dared to tell me that I have 100,000 euros that I have. This question was topless. It wasn't polite, this question. You are not saying to the other person that you have 100,000 euros. It's very rude, this thing. Of course, it is either is true, either is not true, this thing. It either is lie, either is true. And this life course, I don't have neither 25 euros, 25,000 euros I don't have here. I'm telling you the truth. Now I don't want publicly to say the concrete amount, but you got me. I don't have too much money. It's little the money. Yes. And a lot of persons they think that I am rich. Secretly, I'm rich. Like Onassis. You know Onassis, the businessman. Yes, he has died right now. That I am like Onassis. You know him, Onassis. Onassis. You will be found in internet. The unique rich man on the planet Earth. He was Onassis. They think that I am Onassis. Yes. Metaphysically, I am getting this thing with my logic. Yes. And before this woman tell me this thing, yes, I have understood, and generally from the behavior of the person generally, I have understood this thing. A thing that I have money. I personally, I have money. Hugh. They are so silly and so stupid that they think that way for me, that I am rich man. Do you know something, Hugh? And if I was rich man, where is the problem? Where's the problem? They are jealous, generally, the people. Yes, they're jealous. They suspect that his father has died and he left to him big heritage, big money, a big amount of money. Yes, they're jealous. A lot of persons. Yes, generally in Greece, a lot of persons, they are jealous. No. The truth is no. I'm not rich. I'm a poor person. Yes. Okay, it's a little exaggeration that I'm saying very poor person, because I have 4.5 private properties for my parents. I have a big legacy, heritage I have. Yes, dowry. The truth be told, yes. Sometimes it is an exaggeration that I'm saying very poor. But a person that is a poor person, human, is that if somebody doesn't have neither and one private property. Neither one house. Yes. Yes, there are persons that have only one house, but what kind of house is this? If it's a very small house, of course this house is regularly very good, excellent house, yes. And over here, downstairs and upstairs, yes. That my dad Christos built it with his economy. Is a regular, very good and excellent house. It is a villa, okay. But okay, yes, I'm not rich person. I'm little poor to medium, yes. But if my money will be finished, if I will be rich to zero, I will be a poor person. And what I will be done later. I don't want to think it, Hugh. Yes. For example, my private properties over here, the country, the tax office, if I will not be paid the amount, they will be seize all my private properties. Yes, because I am paying, I told you, in tax office. Now from October, for 5 months, I will be paid 466 euros, perhaps, yes, with doses for 5 months. Yes. It's like to rent this house. Yes. Stupid law over here, yes, Greek law, that I told you then with the just at the base, yes, on June. Yes, if I will not pay my debts, they will be seized. My house over here in Brussels, in the two lands in Santorini Island, in Kamari, the land that I have over there, my land in Loutraki, yes, yes, in Geranium Mountains that I told you, yes, yes, and the traditional house, the house part that I had in Santorini Island, yes, I'm afraid you. Still, the reason that I don't want my money to finish very soon. Yes, I want to delay my money to be finished in order to find a job before my money to be finished, to find a job. And nothing over here, nothing, absolutely nothing. 245 and much more resumes and biography I have sent, and nothing, and neither an answer, either positive and or negative. I have not received yet. Yes, and they are thinking that I am rich person. Yes, I'm not rich, of course. I'm not in secretly or Nazis. Yes, I have my nerves right now. Yes, I'm very nervy. Generally, with all the people, with all the humans. Yes, generally, to my country, with all the humans. Over here, yes, because they think that I am rich, yes, and with their behavior, they are making me to believe these things about them, and I have right with their behavior, yes. And this person that they are saying to me, what he's doing, your dad is okay, and this person, they believe that I'm rich man. Generally, all the person, they believe that I'm rich man. I don't know what you believe about me. I believe these things that I'm telling to you, that I'm okay. But I have much more little money from 25 euros. Yes, I have much more little money. Neither 23 euros are not my money, the amount. Now I don't want publicly this organization to say the correct amount, the truth, yes. In according to my opinion, yes. These things I want to tell you, Hugh, yes. Sometimes they are making me pissed off. Yes. They don't want to understand. They have the suspicion that I'm rich. They have. Anyway, and you are listening to these things and you are becoming and you pissed off with them, to my friend. This Mr. Hal just said to me. And do you know something too? When I told you then about my dad, a lot of this old man, he told me, what he's doing, he's very well, your dad. You made the video and you told about the Olympics, and you were Ozzy. You gave punches. You wanted to show me my knowledge. I will give to them punches over there. Generally, all the persons in the church, punches. Ozzy. You told me you wanted to. You dropped me a hint, HINT, hint. Yes, you. Don't worry about all it. Ozzy. Yes, this thing your reaction to my friend. Thank you, man. Thank you that you love me so much. You're a very good friend, great friend. Yes. I'm in love with you. Not only in love with you. I have a You are a very good friend for me. I have and the friends as well, and friendly feelings, yes, and brotherly feelings, and erotic feelings. You are a friend, yes. Yes, sometimes I wanted to have a brother like you. Yes, Libra. I wanted to have a brother like you. Generally, I was generally I'm afraid of Libras in my life. I have not told you this thing. I have not because from before our acquaintance on Facebook. Generally, yes, I don't want in my life. Yes, I don't want. I don't want the Libra, the circle. Yes, I don't. My character doesn't suit with the Libra star, astrological star. Yes, and neither with Virgo. Yes, generally with Virgo, with Sagittarius. Yes, no, I don't. Yes, I'm not going very well. Yes, the things with them, with the zodiac circle, and with the zodiac circle of with Gemini. Yeah, Gemini with Gemini, no, doesn't suit. Yes, yes, and but you are an exception. Your zodiac circle, Libra, because you have in the planet with another zodiac circles. Perhaps you have Scorpions, planet Scorpions, or Aquarius. Yes, your horoscope is Aquarius. So there's a reason that we shoot each other. I'm Leo, my horoscope, yes. Generally afraid the Libras, and Sagittarius. I'm afraid, yes. But your wife and you are two exceptions for me. Very good exceptions. Hello, Deborah. My best regards and my love. My lovable friend is Deborah. How are you, my friend Deborah? I'm seeing your wife. Her mind always she is to meet you, your wife. Yes, and I'm looking at my cards and I'm feeling very emotionally touched. Yes, with your wife and with you, of course. Yes, I will not forget, Deborah, the dream. Yes, the dream with your wife that I saw her. She's very beautiful face she had, and upstairs from her balcony. Hello, come upstairs, come, it's you over here to join us. Come, Manolo. Yes, and I went upstairs and I saw you with your wife, hugged you and your wife and you. Yes, my third rule, my biggest dream is to meet you one day in the future. And you, Deborah. You and your wife, yes. And always a woman with blonde hair, Sagittarius, all the time she's beside me, you. And sometimes little, much more, in compare with you, much more often beside me, the Sagittarius, in compare with Libra. Yes, I have seen very clear this thing. Later I will show you another combination, metaphysical, yes, combination, you, my friend. Yes, and yes, some zodiac circles I'm afraid, yes. Another zodiac circle, and the Pisces. I don't have very good relation with Pisces, generally. Yes, I don't want this zodiac circle Pisces. No, I don't want. Okay, there are persons in my life that they are Pisces. To not have any, they are listening to me right now. To not have any misunderstanding. Yes, there are Pisces, but I have very good relations with them. Yes, but in the past I had some friends Pisces that they behaved me correct. They were very canon persons. Yes, canon. You know canon. C-U-N-N-I-N-G. Canon persons. Yes, and they mocked me. Yes, and I stopped the friendship. Yes. And bitches, yes. My dad was Aries.